Okay, today we are going to continue with example 3 for lecture 2 of 2. Okay, now let's look at the question here. A community consists of 1,000 homogeneously mixed individuals. An individual who just returned from another community has influenza. Assume that all are susceptible and influenza spread at a rate in direct proportion to the number n who have it and to the number 1,000 minus n who have not yet contracted it. Mathematically, the differential equation is given by dn over dt equals to kn times 1,000 minus n. So in this case here, n refer to the number of people who have contracted influenza after 3 days. Okay, now let's look at the first part of the question here, where you will ask to show that n equals 1,000 over 1 plus 999 e to the power of negative 0.4t. For k here equals to 0.0004. We're going to start with the differential equation where we have dn over dt equals to kn times 1,000 minus n. Okay, now we're going to separate the two variables. So this is 1 over n times 1,000 minus n. You have the n here. And then we have on the right hand side, this is k dt. Then we are going to put integral sign to the both sides here. Okay, as you can see from here, on the left hand side there, the expression can be written in terms of partial fraction. Okay. Okay, now let's start with 1 over n, 1,000 minus n equals to a over n plus b over 1,000 minus n. Okay, so this is equals to a times 1,000 minus n plus bn divided by n times 1,000 minus n. Okay, so now we're going to compare the numerator where we have 1 here equals to a times 1,000 minus n plus bn. When you n here equals to 0, then you will have a here equals to 1 over 1,000. And when you n here equals to 1,000, and your b, the values of b is also 1 over 1,000. So we can just write the 1 over n times 1,000 minus n equals to, so I'm going to factorize out the 1 over 1,000 here. And inside the bracket, this is 1 over n plus 1 over 1,000 minus n. Okay, now so we are going to substitute this into the equation here. Okay. Okay, so this is equals to 1 over 1,000 integrate 1 over n plus 1 over 1,000 minus n. So we're going to integrate the whole thing here with respect to n, and on your right hand side here you will have kt plus c. Okay, so this is equals to ln n minus ln 1,000 minus n equals to, if you bring the 1,000 to the right, so it will be 1,000 kt plus c here. Okay, so from the question we know that when your t equals to 0, when your t here equals to 0, n equals to 1, so you will have ln 1 minus ln 999, and this is equals to c. Okay, so ln 1 equals to 0, so you will have c here equals to negative of ln 999. Okay, so now the value of c here, you are going to substitute into the equation. So it will become ln n minus ln 1000 minus n equals to 1000 kt minus ln 999. Okay, since the question you were given a value of k, so k here equals to 0.004, so we are going to substitute the value of k. When your k here equals to 0.0004, then the equation will be ln n minus ln 1000 minus n equals to 1000 times k t and then plus c minus ln 999. Okay, so we're going to simplify all this equation here, where you're going to have ln n minus ln 1000 minus n plus ln 999 equals to 0.4t. Okay, so we're going to simplify now. So this is equals to ln 999n over 1000 minus n equals to 0.4t. So 999n over 1000 minus n equals to e to the power of 0.4t. Okay, so we're going to simplify this. So you will have 999n equals to 1000 e to the power of 0.4t, and then minus n e to the power of 0.4t here. So if you bring the n to the right, to the left, so be plus n e 0.4t equals to 1000 e to the power of 0.4t. Or if you factorize out n, you get 999 plus e to the power of 0.4t equals to 1000 e to the power of 0.4t. Okay. Okay, so now we want to find n. Okay, so n here equals to 1000 e to the power of 0.4t over 999 plus e to the power of 0.4t. So in this case here, since you want to simplify this, you want to show as in the question, so we are going to multiply with e to the power of negative 0.4t here above numerator and denominator. So you will have 1000 e to the power of 0 over 999 e to the power of negative 0.4t plus e to the power of 0. So we know that e to the power of 0 equals to 1. So now you will have 1000 above here. 1 plus 999 e to the power of negative 0.4t. Okay, shown. Okay, now let's look at the next question, where question A, how many people have contracted influenza after 10 days? Okay, so after 10 days means t equals to 10. So So when your t here equals to 10, what is the value of n? So you're going to substitute t equals to 10. So this is 1000 over 1 plus 999 e to the power of negative 0.4, or multiply with 10, you will have negative 4 here. Okay, then you just substitute the values, press calculator, you will have 51.8, or n here is approximate to 52 people. Okay, and then for the question B, you were asked to find how many days will it take until half the community has contracted influenza. Okay, so half of the community. So we want to find the value of t, so we're going to refer to the equation where we have the previous part. Okay, so we have the previous part, we have ln 999n over 1000 minus n equals to 0.40. Okay, so we have this equation before. So for question B, when your n here equals to 500, what is the values of t? So you're going to substitute here ln 999 times 500 divided by 1000 minus 500, you will have 500 here, equals to 0.40. Then you can find the t here equals to 17 days. Okay, now let's look at the last question here, where you asked to find the limit n in terms of t as t here is approach infinite. Okay, C. Okay, before that we have n equals to 1000 over 1 plus 999 e to the power of negative 0.40. So you were asked to find the limit as t here is approach infinite. Okay, so limit n in terms of t as your t here is approach infinite. So this is equals to limit 1000 over 1 plus 999 over e to the power of 0.40. Okay, so this is when your t here is approach infinite. Okay, so this when you substitute here equals to infinite, so the answer here will be, this is 1 plus this is almost 0, so you will have approximate to 1000. Okay.